All right, to watch this video for Tuesday, September 11th. The SPY gapped up today, but closed below its open. Still kind of just in this little flag pattern. Nothing really significant there. Here is what I'm watching for tomorrow. Fred had big news and a massive volume day, closing right below that hole number 3. So if you watch our videos at all, you know we like hole number inflection points. So the hole number 3 might come into play tomorrow. We have no idea right now, but we're going to watch this one. Certainly closed strong. NLST. Made a little video in after hours about why I mentioned maybe holding this into the close for an after hour squeeze. And so check that out if you want. I'm not going to go into it here, but with this strong move today, it's way extended, but we're still going to put it on watch for tomorrow because it had such massive volume and a huge move today. GEVO is kind of obscure, but it did try to break out here on Friday, and then today kind of a quiet inside day. Don't love this one at all, but I am going to watch it. CVM, this is extended, far away from the moving averages, but it's still holding up pretty well. And again, we may have another whole number come into play. I kind of like this through 4. If we switch to 15-minute candles, there was a big pop the other day, and then it's kind of grinding higher. But through 4, maybe that's enough to get it to squeeze over that 444, or at least test it. So again, when I look at this daily chart, my instincts say stay away because it's extended. But when we're trading on an intraday basis, you never know. We might get a low risk, really nice setup. ARWR, just an inside day. Had this big spike and then an inside day and then another inside day. So I kind of like it over today's high, over 2037. Then it might take out the next catalyst, which would be over 2050, which was Friday's high, and then head on higher. So it's got what we call stacked catalysts. It's worth having on a chart. ARWLC, NBEV. I don't love this one. Had it on bounce watch today, and I put in a green candle. I don't know. I'm gonna switch to 15s. Just glance at it here. Yeah, I just don't love this one. But it's fallen into the pot category because of them testing out cannabis infused drink, and they have the Bob Marley brand beverage. So maybe the theory is they're gonna link the two together, and with pot stocks going crazy, it's worth having on watch. But you really kind of need news to come out about that, in my opinion, for this thing to get any follow through. But I'm going to watch it another day. IGC, actually called this through $1.20 today. It ended up running to $1.34. I made several hundred in it, I think. I don't remember exactly what I made, but it's definitely worth watching tomorrow. It did give a nice green candle in that buy zone we talk about between the 8 and 20-day moving average. So we'll keep an eye on that whole sector. If that sector moves, IGC is a good candidate for another bounce day. We'll see. ADVM is a little obscure, but you can kind of picture a trend line. If I follow my mouse cursor here, that it broke right in here and broke out. And now you've got like a few day pullback. It's definitely finding buyers down here. You've got 2 days in a row that it hit right around 670, 675. So up over that, maybe a move to 7. We'll see. Excuse me. ADVM, what's next? DOCU. This is one, if you watched my video the other day, I put together a video on just a simple scan to look for potential bounce plays, stocks pulling back into support, or just a bounce play. I forgot to go into, this scan is a version of that scan, and it's something that anyone can do. You set it up, set your scan up to look for stocks that are down 4 days in a row, and then the last day, which in this case for this scan would be today, is down more than 5%. Pretty sure it might be 4%, but that's the parameter. So what that does is it finds stocks that are already down a few days in a row, and then today was a big day down. So it kind of helps you maybe find capitulation. So DOCU came up on that scan for me tonight, and I don't like it here or anything, but it's certainly doing really well when it gets between 50 and 52. See this area here? It really bounces nicely, and it's fallen pretty far to get there. So if we get down to this area on an intraday basis, I will be looking for an intraday bounce. That's all I'm looking for there, though. It's not like a bullish chart, but it has fallen really far in a short period of time and is nearing support. That same scan found MDCO, which is nearing the 200-day. This thing has fallen from 41.33 down to below 34 in about a week. So it's interesting to me, especially if it can pierce the 200-day. It all depends on how it looks on an intraday basis, though, for me to trade. I'm not a huge fan of bounce plays. I'd rather take momentum setups, but it's worth watching. NEPT, I believe, also came on that scan. 4 days down in a row and more than 4% or whatever the parameter is today. So it's kind of a cool scan. It definitely finds stuff that is overdue for a bounce. And this one, kind of broke out 4 sessions ago and now is pulling back into the 20-day. It's also in the pot stock group, so that one's worth watching. And then VCEL gapped up here, kind of testing recent highs, and now 4 days down a row into that area between the 8 and the 20-day. Basically touched the 20-day today. So that's also on bounce watch. There's plenty to watch there when you consider that we're going to add morning gappers in the pre-market to this list, and that's how we found NLST today. Let's go back to that one real quick. I actually called this one through 45 cents today. Ended up, man, it almost doubled from there. If you held it into after hours, like I said, might work. It actually did double from there because it's traded over 90 cents in after hours. So check that other video out if you're bored. And I think that's all I have. Like I said, we're going to add some gappers to this list in the pre-market. There'll be plenty to watch tomorrow. Volume was pretty light today, by the way, but I think today and tomorrow, Jewish holiday, so volume is usually light. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's what I heard. So, keep that in mind. Watch your position size. Always play defense first. Make sure you're trading A-plus setups and play defense first. Like I tell people in the chat room, whenever I'm in a trade, I hear the basketball chant, where the whole crowd's chanting defense, defense. That is always in my brain when I'm trading, because if you don't play defense first, you're not going to stay in this game very long, right? It takes one trade to wipe you out. Even if it doesn't wipe out your whole account, it messes with your head for so long that you can't trade right for a long period of time after that. So always think, how much can I lose if I take this trade, knowing where you're going to stop it when you choose your position size, not how much can I earn, how much can I win. All right, I'm done babbling. See you guys tomorrow.